As an equal opportunity employer, FRV offers family-friendly working conditions, nationally recognised qualifications, and genuine promotional opportunities. Firefighting is a challenging yet rewarding career. It requires sound communication skills and a desire to work in emergency response, fire safety, and fire prevention. Firefighting requires considerable muscular strength and endurance, as well as specific physical aptitudes. This video takes you through the basics of the physical aptitude testing undertaken as part of FRV's rigorous recruit selection process. The physical aptitude test is divided into two parts. Part 1, the 9-metre ladder climb, the ladder platform climb, and the tunnel crawl, and Part 2, the firefighting task course. The ladder climb tests for acrophobia, or fear of heights. You will be fitted with a safety harness and be attached to a fall restraint device. You will be required to climb a 9-metre ladder to a designated landing and return to the ground. When climbing, grasp the rungs, not the sides. Remember to move smoothly, safely, and continuously. Upon reaching the required height, step off the ladder onto the structure. When instructed, climb back onto the ladder and descend to the ground. You must complete this task within 4 minutes. Three, two, one. You will fail this task if you fail to follow instructions, if you are unable to complete the task, or if you cannot complete the task in 4 minutes. The ladder platform climb tests for acrophobia. You will be required to climb the ladder on the ladder platform at an elevation of 60 to 70 degrees to a height of 20 metres. You will be wearing a safety harness and be attached to a fall restraint device. When climbing, grasp the rungs, not the sides. Remember to move smoothly, safely, and continuously. When you reach 20 metres, you will be directed to stop and return to ground level. This task must be completed within 8 minutes. You will fail this task if you stop and rest for more than 30 seconds, if you are unable to complete the task safely, or if you cannot complete the task in 8 minutes. The tunnel crawl tests for claustrophobia, or fear of confined spaces. You will be wearing a breathing apparatus with a blackened face mask. The demand valve will not be attached, so you can breathe fresh air throughout the test. On the command go, you are to start to crawl through this 11-metre U-shaped tunnel.
Keep it coming, Brett.
When instructed to stop, you will wait in that location for 1 minute until the instructor tells you to proceed.
And continue on.
You will then exit the tunnel. If you feel you cannot continue during any stage of the tunnel crawl, call out to the instructor and you will be guided out.
And I'm going to get you to come up there, mate. Good work. Just get up on your own steam. Good work, mate. Straight up.
You will fail this task if you remove the face mask, helmet, or any item of protective equipment, if you fail to follow instructions, if you are unable to complete the task, or if you require assistance to be removed from the tunnel. The firefighting task course is designed to test the candidate's endurance and ability to perform fundamental physical tasks that firefighters must perform. These tasks must be completed consecutively without a break. The candidate will be wearing overalls, gloves, helmet and breathing apparatus, excluding face mask and demand valve, weighing approximately 11 kilograms. There is an overall time limit of 13 minutes and 50 seconds to complete all of the 11 tasks in the firefighter task course. The high-pressure hose advance and pull task must also be completed within 70 seconds, and every task must be carried out continuously without a break. For safety reasons, the course must be completed at no faster than a brisk walking pace. Running is not permitted. You will be given a warning if you fail to carry out a task as required. You will fail the course if you are given 2 warnings in any one task. If you are unable to complete the high-pressure hose advance and pull within 70 seconds, or if you are unable to complete the course in the allocated time. Lift the ladder from the ground and raise it hand over hand in a controlled manner from underneath until the ladder is hard against the elevated walkway. You must touch each rung of the ladder and must not pause or rest at any point. As soon as the ladder touches the elevated walkway, lower the ladder hand over hand, making contact with each rung until it is back on the ground. Throughout this task, you must not have both hands on one rung at the same time. You will be given a warning if you do not touch each rung of the ladder. You will fail this task if you lose control of the ladder while raising or lowering it from the wall, if you receive a second warning for not touching every rung, or if you receive a second warning for having both hands on the same rung. Stand in the designated square and grasp the extension rope. In a continuous motion, extend the ladder 10 rungs as indicated by the yellow rungs. You will raise and lower the ladder in a hand-over-hand motion, then return the ladder to its starting position. You will be given a warning if you wrap the rope around your hand or allow the rope to slide through your hands. You will fail this task if you are unable to extend the ladder 10 rungs, if you do not use the hand-over-hand method in your extension or housing of the ladder, or if you are unable to perform the task in a continuous manner after receiving one warning. You will be led to the bottom of the internal stairs. Here you will place a high-rise pack over your right shoulder and proceed to the second floor. You must maintain contact with the handrail at all times and step on every step. Once at the second floor, place the high-rise pack in the designated area and proceed to the balcony. You will fail this task if you receive a second warning for not making contact with every step, or if you receive a second warning for not using the handrail. Step out onto the second floor balcony and grasp the rope and start hauling the 15-kilogram container using the hand-over-hand method. Your head and hands must be over the balcony and outside the building throughout the haul. When the container has reached the balcony, lift it over the rail and place it on the floor. At the completion of this task, you will return the high-rise pack to your right shoulder, then proceed up the stairs to the 5th floor for the chain cut. You will fail this task if you do not haul as instructed, or if you allow the rope to slip during the haul. Once at the 5th floor, place the high-rise pack in the designated area and proceed to the balcony. You will be directed to identify the shapes displayed at ground level. If you do not correctly identify one of the shapes, a substitute shape will be shown. If you do not correctly identify the substitute shape, you will be deemed unsuccessful. You will fail this task if you are unable to identify 3 shapes. Before you commence cutting the 6mm light gauge chain, put on the safety glasses. One hand must be on each handle of the bolt cutters, although you may use your body to assist in leverage. You will be directed to cut each side of a link by the instructor.
Yep. And I'll flip it over to the other half.
Return the bolt cutters and safety glasses to their designated area and place the high-rise pack over your left shoulder. Proceed down to the ground floor, ensuring to maintain contact with the handrail at all times and step on every step. You will fail this task if you are unable to cut the 6mm light gauge chain, if you receive a second warning for having 2 hands on one handle of the bolt cutters, if you receive a second warning for not making contact with every step, or if you receive a second warning for not using the handrail. The high-pressure hose advance and pull must be completed within 70 seconds. Your time starts when you pick up the branch. Drag the hose from the appliance towards the bollard 20 metres away. You are to face forwards in the direction of the drag, and the branch must remain in front of your body at all times. You are required to hold the hose as follows. One hand is placed on the branch tip, the other hand on the pistol grip with the hose tucked under your arm. Drag the hose 20 metres towards the bollard and place the branch on the ground just past the marked line. Walk back 10 metres, pick up the hose, then stride forward again to the bollard. Place the hose on the ground and pick up the branch. Turn 45 degrees and proceed a further 10 metres to the designated box marked on the ground. Place the branch in the box, turn around and pull in a further 10 metres of hose, ensuring not to step outside the box. The distance is marked by tape on the hose. When the tape on the hose has entered the box, the instructor will say far enough and the timer stops. You will be given a warning if you do not drag the hose as directed, if you drop the branch, if you step outside the designated box when pulling in the hose, or if you use the incorrect technique to either pull the hose or hold the branch. You will fail this task if you cannot complete the task within 70 seconds, or if you receive a second warning. You will be directed to an appliance where you are to remove 2 equipment bags from the top shelf. Each bag is to be removed individually, placed on the ground, and then carried for 20 metres in each hand around a marker. Place the bags on the ground again and return them to their shelves individually. After completing this task, you will be directed to the 50mm hose advance. You will fail this task if you cannot complete the task, or if you are unable to lift the equipment on or off the shelf. You are required to pick up the fully charged hose as follows. One hand is placed on the branch tip, the other hand on the pistol grip with the hose tucked under your arm. The branch must remain in front of your body during the drag, with one hand on the branch. Drag the hose 5 metres from the start line to the designated area marked by a box. When in position, open the branch. Lean forward and use your body weight to counter the force of the water pressure. One hand is placed on the branch tip, the other hand on the pistol grip with the hose tucked under your arm. You should resist against the force exerted by the water whilst controlling the hose for 2 minutes within the designated area. Applicants who lose control of the hose during the 2 minutes will fail the course. You must direct the flow of water as requested by the instructor. At 30-second intervals, the instructor will tell you to direct the water flow from one position to another. You must control the hose at all times. When told, you will turn off the branch and place the hose on the ground. You will be given a warning if you step outside the designated area whilst controlling the branch, if you fail to direct the flow of water between the barriers, or if you fail to drag the hose as directed. You will fail this task if you lose control of the hose during the 2 minutes. After completing this task, proceed directly to the hose couplings. The hose couplings task tests for manual dexterity and mechanical aptitude. Select the identical sets of couplings from the ones provided. Assemble them according to the corresponding couplings on the wall-mounted bracket. All couplings must finish connected hand-tight to the partner coupling. You will be given a warning if you drop a coupling. You will fail this task if you receive a second warning or if you cannot complete all 7 connections. After completing this task, proceed directly to the crew member rescue. When you arrive, pick up the 72-kilogram mannequin under its arms, gripping across the chest. ensuring the back of the mannequin is against your chest. You can stop to readjust your grip on the mannequin. However, you must not lose contact with the mannequin. You will be required to drag the mannequin around a 45-metre course that includes a ramp. Walk backwards at all times, dragging the mannequin in a safe manner as directed by the instructor. The distance from the start to the finish line is 45 metres. The entire mannequin must pass the finish line.
Let's come down the ramp now. Couple more metres off the ramp now. Straight back, keep coming, turn in left now. And go straight line all the way, keep coming. That's good. Straight back. Keep going, the top will stop once the feet cross the line.
The overall time for completing the firefighting task course will be stopped when the mannequin's feet cross the finish line. You will be given a warning if you rest and/or trip whilst dragging the mannequin. You will fail this task if you drop or lose contact with the mannequin. This concludes the firefighting task course. Good luck.